Oh, hello dear audience, you are here. Now let me introduce the Egyptian art and let us dive into the world of these amazing hieroglyphics and let us discover what is the reason and how is the reed-like plant and the papyrus paper connected to the Egyptian art. Let us discover the features of Egyptian art and let us also elaborate the amazing way of drawing of Egyptians and let us also make our own Egyptian art. So let's get started. Fascinating introduction. Dear audience, now let us start with the introduction. Ancient art of Egypt. Ancient Egypt refers to a art produced in ancient Egypt between the 31st century BCE and the 4th century AD. It includes paintings, sculptures, drawing on papyrus, jewelry, ivories, architecture, and other art media. It also includes the art that is hardly changed over time. Much of it is surviving and comes from tombs, monuments, and etc. Perplexing elaboration. Now let us define the connection of the reed-like plant which grew near the ancient Egypt. Ancient Egyptians found many uses for the river Nile. When the spring came around, the water ran down the mountains and flooded the Nile surrounding areas, and when it receded, it left fertile soil on the banks of ancient Egypt, where the crops grew. The river also provided them with fresh water for drinking and bathing, and it was also used for the transportation of the goods, making trade flourish. Along the shores of Nile grew a reed-like plant called papyrus, which was used for making paper. The river banks provided materials from buildings, cotton, and flax, and were grown for cotton, fabric, and linen. People enjoyed a prosperous lifestyle because of the Nile. Egyptians were mostly priests, craftsmen, and farmers, and they use this same plant to use them in drawings as well, their art. Anecdotal time. Now in our anecdotal time, let me make you familiar with some facts about the counting system of ancient Egypt and their invention, their precision of construction in the pyramids, and let us reveal some secrets as well. People even today are fascinated by the temples and the pyramids of the ancient Egypt. The sheer size and the precision of construction is amazing, and especially because they were built in a time when people did not have machines such as we have now to complete the buildings. The ancient Egyptians believed in a life after death, and they prepared it physically as well as spiritually. Pyramids were counted as one of the 7 wonders of the world and are huge tombs built by pharaohs for themselves. The Egypts used to use the art of mummification to bury their dead. Their bodies were carefully and wrapped up in the cloths and bandages to preserve them. The tombs also contain goods including grains, honey, which they might need in afterlife. And they also use the models of everyday life to be buried with them, such as toys, clothing, and jewelry. The pharaohs and their relatives were the best preserved, and the most famous mummies are those of pharaohs, such as Ramesses II. The pharaohs were quite ahead in their time as they knew the concept of zero and negative number, and they also knew the concept of addition and subtraction. The system of ancient Egypt's numeral was used in the ancient Egypt from around 3000 BC until the first millennium AD. It was a system of numerication based on multiples of 10, often rounded off to higher power, written in hieroglyphics. They used symbols to represent their counting, such as 1 was represented by a straight line, 2 was represented by 2 lines, and so on. 10 was represented by a strap used to tie animals' feet, 100 was shown by a coil of rope, 1000 was represented by one lotus plant, and 10,000 was shown as a finger, 100,000 was represented as one frog, and 1 million was represented by a figure of God with raised arms. Elucidating the light and the dark side of the ancient Egypt was that they had a distinguished culture, and they had secret passageways in the pyramid where they used to hide the treasures of the pharaohs, and their traps were so cunning, and they were actually quite intelligent as well, the ancient Egypt. The light side is that the ancient Egypts had hieroglyphs, which were the words of God. They believed that they were words of gods, and they believed in many gods. They were worshipping many gods, and they nearly had 2000 gods and goddesses who usually had animals' heads. There were temples used to build to worship them, and there was space for other purposes such as school for children and gatherings and festivals by people. Coming back to hieroglyphs, these were actually the language of the ancient Egypt, which can be read from right to left or left to right. The direction in which the text is used to be read is defined by the direction of the human or the animal figure that always face the beginning of the line. The upper symbols are read before the lower ones. That being said, let me explain hieroglyphics. These are the words and the figures, and ancient Egypts used these to keep record of everything. These hieroglyphics were hard to read until the Rosetta Stone was discovered 200 years ago. It had the same story written in Greek Demotic and hieroglyphics. Scholars and experts thus managed to read the pictures and writing and decipher the hieroglyphics. Let me clear a fact over here, dear audience. The ancient Egypts also used the papyrus paper-like material from the inner pith part of the papyrus plant, which grew in abundance near the delta of the ancient Egypt. The papyrus paper is first known to be used in ancient Egypt, but it was also used throughout the Mediterranean region. The ancient Egypts used this plant as a writing material, also used for boats and etc. Unique miscellaneous knowledge. Now for the immutable knowledge. The ruler of the ancient Egypt was called Pharaoh. He owned everything in his land and was held by an organized army, a police force, and a huge number of ministers and government officials to run the country. The pharaoh had a vizier or a prime minister who reported him daily what was happening over all the Egypt. The vizier was also called the chief justice, and people came to him if the lower courts did not handle their problems fairly. This system of government was carried successfully for hundreds of years, but we also hear the cruel and harsh ruler amongst them. A cessation for you. Dear audience, if you want to play your part as a dynamic supporter, so kindly go in the comment box and give the answer of this session. That is, why were there traps in the pyramids of the ancient Egypt of the pharaohs? Dear audience, hope you like the introduction to Egyptian art, and I hope that you learned something new related to the colors of Egyptian art as well. Subscribe to my